Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kokomo, Indiana, Kokomo Municipal Stadium for the first game of a long 7-day road trip for the Traverse City Pittsbitters. The Pittsbitters are coming off of a series split against the Kenosha Kingfish. They won Game 1 on Monday 2-1 and fell last night 6-2. Not a lot of offense going in that last series, but as they travel to 3 different ballparks looking to get some more offense, as the offense has seemed to really pick up on the road, and with the conditions today in Kokomo, I would expect more of the same. Wind is blowing pretty good out towards left field. Going to really benefit the right-handed hitters today. Left-handers, not so much, as they'll be hitting across the wind. But a right-hander, if they can just elevate a baseball, it's 330 down the line, 348 into the power alleys. Chance for a lot of home runs. And the Pittsbitters, every home run they've hit on this season has been away from home. Traverse City will play a 4-game set against the Kokomo Jackrabbits. 1 game here tonight, a doubleheader tomorrow, and the series finale on Friday before traveling to Battle Creek. And then finally traveling to Kenosha. National anthem concluded, so let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. We'll start with the Traverse City Pittsbitters, the visiting team who will be coming up to the plate in just a minute. The designated hitter, Zeb Rouse, will lead things off from Wofford University. He'll be followed by the second baseman, Mario Camilletti from Central Michigan. From Michigan University, Ann Arbor, Tito Flores playing left field today. Chris Monroe from University of Illinois Springfield is over at first base, the cleanup hitter. He's followed by the right fielder Miles Symington from Purdue, back home in Indiana. Another Wofford Terrier, Trey Younger, batting 6th, playing shortstop today. Camden Traficante from Stetson is playing third base, his first appearance at third on the season. Another Big Ten guy from Michigan State, Adam Proctor, doing the catching, hitting 8th. And rounding out the Pittsbitter lineup tonight is Cruz Taylor, who will be playing center field from North Georgia. Pittsbitters are going to face Nick Rispoli today. Rispoli finished his freshman season at the University of Dayton and has made his way to Kokomo for his Northwoods League season. Zeb Rouse is into the box now. Rispoli toes the bump, goes into the windup, and deals first pitch swinging, and it's fouled off. First pitch, 6:34 p.m. today. Rispoli making his 5th start on the season. He's 0 for 1 with a 3.97 ERA. His last start was the one loss on the season. Went 3 1/3, gave up 5 hits, 7 runs, only 5 of those earned. And a 8-4 loss to the Green Bay Boya. Pittsburghers and Kokomo both coming off of a series split. Pittsburghers split with the Kenosha Kingfish, and the Jackrabbits split their 2-game set with the Rockford Rivets. 1-2 is the count to Rouse. Swung, fouled off the first pitch. Second pitch was on the outside corner, and the third pitch in the dirt. 1-2. Rispoli working ahead of Rouse early. The 1-2 pitch on its way, and Rouse will just get a piece of it and hit it off of his leg. Foul ball, stays alive. Rouse got off to a really hot start for Traverse City. His first 4 games, really his first 3 games, because one of those games was a pinch hit, had multi-hits in 3 of his opening starts. His debut against Kalamazoo, and then another game against Kalamazoo at Kalamazoo, followed by a game at Fond du Lac. Went 2 for 4 in all those games, was hitting 500 on the season. And since then, no hits in 5 straight games. 2-2 pitch. Misses off the plate, and Rouse works a full count to lead off the top of the first for the Pittsburghers. Speaking of homers, Rouse has one of those Pittsburgher homers. He hit it against Kalamazoo. Payoff pitch, and he'll fight another pitch off. Just got a piece of it, shot it back to the screen, stays alive. Kokomo winners last night, looking to start a little winning streak. Pittsburghers losers last night, so they will look to bounce back and start the road trip on a high note. Another pitch fouled off, might be in play down the right side. No, it's not. It's going to get on top of the Pittsburgher dugout, bounce out of play. Rouse working the count to start off the day. Looking real sharp so far. Got down early. 0-2 is fought off a couple pitches. Already an 8-pitch at bat. Here comes the 9th pitch from Rispoli. Rouse checks his swing, and the first base umpire rules that he went around. Rouse disagrees with the call, but he will go down swinging for the first out in the first inning. Pittsburghers have not had the benefit of umpiring their last couple games. There was a call, a no balk call made a couple nights ago to Mario Camilletti. Last night was full of questionable calls. The first one came on Zeb Rouse when the Pittsburghers were trailing 5-2 in the second. Rouse was on second. Trey Younger was on first. And there was a ball hit to the left side by Jake Arnold. Third baseman from Kenosha made the play. Tried to put the tag on Rouse, but he slid around it. And the umpire ruled Rouse out despite him not being tagged. And not 100% sure if it was because he was ruled out at the baseline or what the call was there. But Rouse was ruled out. That was strike one. There was another call or two, and then the final straw for head coach Josh Rebant was a balk called on his pitcher as that ball is ripped deep right field by Mario Camilletti. But as the left-handed hitters are going to quickly learn, it dies in the wind and is caught by the right fielder Dylan Dennis, and there's 2 outs in the first. Schulke was called for a balk in yesterday's game, and Reban had enough, argued, got kicked out of the game, and can't blame him. In that situation, you gotta stand up for your team, as the Pittsburghers weren't getting a call all night long, and Reban just had enough of it. Got rung, left the game in the 8th inning as the Pittsburghers fell 6-2. Tito Flores, left fielder, in now with 2 away. That ball shot up the middle. Diving effort by the second baseman Gavin Grant off his glove into center field. It's a 2-out single for Tito Flores. Flores already towards the top of the team, hitting .296 coming into the game. Now it's a little higher thanks to that single. So after the Zeb Rouse strikeout, Mario Camilletti fly out, Flores extends the inning with a single up the middle for Chris Monroe, the first baseman. He's swinging at the first pitch and fouls it off. Nice play by Josh Reban down at third. Monroe, definitely a guy that can benefit playing 4 games at this ballpark. A short power alley in left center field, 348 feet, wind blowing in that direction, and already someone that has a lot of power, doesn't need the help of a wind, but with the help from the wind. He already had one in batting practice that cleared the left center field wall by 30, 40 feet, easily hit 375 plus, maybe 380. So he gets one elevated. Watch out. Flores takes off. Monroe in foul territory. That ball is really high. The catcher, Lavorsi, is under it, and he will make the catch in foul territory to retire the side. 1 hit. No runs for the Pittsburghers in the top of the first inning as Nick Rispoli gets out of the 2-out trouble. Be right back for the bottom of the first and the Kokomo lineup when we come back on Pittsburgh Radio. Coming back a little early here in the bottom of the first to go through the Kokomo lineup, and the Pittsburghers defensively in the field. For the Jackrabbits, it's going to be the center fielder, Jacob Marcy, followed by the right fielder, Dylan Dennis. Hitting third for the Jackrabbits, the shortstop, Chase Mydroth. Luke Spillane, the left fielder, cleaning up, hitting fourth. Michael Snyder playing third base today. Martin Vincelli-Samard playing first, and he's hitting sixth. Ben Lavorsi doing the catching. The designated hitter, Chris Santiago, down in the 8-hole, followed by, and rounding out the lineup, the second baseman, Gavin Grant. Rylan Tinsley is the Pittsburgh pitcher today. First pitch he throws is hit pretty deep right center. Cruz Taylor's under it and retires Marcy on one pitch. Looking at the Pittsburgh's defensively, Adam Proctor behind the plate. Chris Monroe and Mario Camilletti manning the right side. Camden Traficante, Trey Younger on the left side. And from left to right in the outfield is Tito Flores, Cruz Taylor, and Miles Symington. First pitch to the right fielder, Dylan Dennis, outside from Rylan Tinsley. Tinsley's looking for win number 1 on the season. He's 0 for 1 with a pretty high ERA, 11.57. Tito Flores running into the gap, making the catch on a sinking line drive from Dylan Dennis. And 2 quick outs for the left-hander, Rylan Tinsley. Tinsley has a 0-1 mark. Last time he pitched was against Battle Creek just about a week ago, 6 days ago, on June 17th against the Bombers. Went 4 1/3, gave up 6 hits, walked 3, and gave up 3 earned runs. His team won that game by a score of 12-3, but he was not eligible for the win because he didn't pitch 5 complete innings. Took a no decision. His only loss was his first start of the year, the very first road trip for Traverse City, their first road game. They lost 10-3 to the Kenosha Kingfish. He gave up 4 earned runs in that ball game. He's behind in the count to Chase Mydroth, 3-0. Tall hill to climb to get back into the count. Mydroth is having himself quite a season, hitting .385 for Kokomo. He lines one right center field. Miles Symington is going to make the catch. Some pretty hard contact for the Jackrabbits in the bottom of the first, but no damage done. Perfect 1-2-3 frame for Rylan Tinsley. And the middle part of the Pittsburgh order is coming up to bat in the second when we return on Pittsburgh Radio. Coming back for the top of the second inning here at Kokomo Municipal Stadium. Usual home of the IU Kokomo Cougars, an NAIA team, but in the summertime, home of the Kokomo Jackrabbits. Nice turf field. Really nice ballpark, and you don't really get that in the Northwoods League that much. Some places better than others, and at least from what I've seen so far, I would say Kokomo's up there. Between here and up in Traverse City, I'd say 1 and 2 for best venues overall in the league. Miles Symington is in to lead off the second inning. He's down 0-2 in the count. Called strike and a swinging strike as I was rambling on. The 0-2 is skipped about 2 feet in front of home. Symington never even pondered at the thought of swinging there. Symington, just like Zeb Rouse, had himself a great start to the season, but it's cooled off a little bit. Checks his swing on the 1-2, did not go. 2-2 now the count. Still hitting third on the active roster, 273 average, but at one point had that thing soaring. It was about 370, 360, and he's in a little bit of a slump now. Trying to break out of it, watches the 2-2 high, and the count's going to go full to Miles Symington. Pittsburgh's their last few games not really getting things going offensively, as Symington swings through the breaking ball in the dirt, and he knew he made the mistake swinging at that one and makes the walk back to the dugout for the first out. Pittsburgh's at one point were ranking top 10 in average, top 3 in on-base and slugging, and then, of course, OPS. But in the last week or two, they've hit some offensive struggles. They've had a game or two where they've broken out, but for the most part, not scoring as many runs as they're accustomed to, as Trey Younger flies out to shallow center for the second out of the inning. Their average has dropped down to 16th in the Northwoods League, and that's out of 22 teams, so towards the bottom half. 8th in on-base percentage, as they have worked the 4th most walks in the league. But their slugging percentage is 12th at .319. That is the number that at one point they were tops in the league after the first about week and a half of the season. Right after their first road trip, they were really rolling and had that slugging percentage top in the league, but taking a bit of a dive as Cam Traficante, the shortstop, is in. Fouled off the first pitch. Verspoli back to work. Here's the second pitch. Ball in the dirt. Traff holds up. Traficante, making the first start at third base for himself, has only previously been a shortstop for the team. Taking on a new role on the left side of the infield. 1-1 pitch to him. He swings at it, fouls it back, out of play to the parking lot, and he's down 1-2. Traficante batting from the left side in this game, facing a right-handed pitcher, switch hitter. So if Kokomo brings in a lefty at any point in the series, he'll switch. But batting opposite-sided to the pitcher. The 1-2 pitch from Verspoli. Little inside. It was a good pitch, but Traficante held up on the breaking ball. Started in the zone and dove towards his back foot on the slider. Count evens 2-2. Verspoli goes into his windup. And the pitch to Traff. Lined up the middle. Back-to-back innings. The Pittsburghers have a 2-out base hit. It was Tito Flores in the first, and now Camden Traficante in the second. trying to start some sort of 2-out rally as the catcher Adam Proctor will step in now. Proctor's another one of those guys like Rouse, like Symington, where he was towards the top of the team in batting average, and even at one point Proctor was leading the team in average, where he was hitting around 370. And since then has kind of tapered off a little bit and now has his average at 242. It was after the Madison series where that average was way up, where he started his season with a 4-game hit streak. Watch the first pitch strike. Traff does a fake steal, holds up, and that pitch is outside for a ball. 1-1 to count. There we go. Put the runner on first. Dealing with the new little streaming system, showing some runners where they're at, what inning it is, trying to be innovative as that pitch is outside. 2-1 count to Adam Proctor. Got a good number of Big Ten players on the team. There's a trio of Michigan State Spartans. Proctor, one of them. Flores from Michigan. Miles Symington from Purdue. That ball's in. And it's now a 3-1 count to Adam Proctor. A good count to steal on, because if it's a ball, you just take the bag. And if it's a strike on 3-1, it'd be like a makeshift hit and run. Traff won't go. The pitch is in the zone. Proctor, a big swing, but he just got a piece of it. And now, on a full count with 2 outs, Traff will be on the move. And a chance to strike first as a ball put in the gap could score Traff easily, especially it being in motion. Proctor showed off the opposite field power in batting practice. He has a big gap in left center field. Here's the payoff pitch. Proctor tried to check his swing, and he didn't go, so he will work a 2-out walk. Ball in the dirt, and Proctor started to go around on it and was just able to hold himself up at the very last moment. Didn't swing, so he'll walk. And that puts a runner in scoring position with 2 outs for the center fielder, Cruz Taylor. Cruz Taylor on the season, hitting .115 off to a struggling start since he joined just about 2 weeks ago on June 10th. He'll watch the first pitch from Rispoli on the inside corner. Taylor got the day off yesterday. The last game he played was Monday night against the Kenosha Kingfish. Went 0 for 3 with the hat trick, 3 strikeouts, and a 2-1 win. Also was 0 for 3 against Wisconsin Rapids 2 days prior to that, and a 5-4 win. Holds up on that fastball just in off the hands. 1-1 to count. Taylor is hitless in his last 3 games where he's played a game, gotten a day off, played a game, gotten a day off. Just kind of keeping that same schedule. Had the day off yesterday, back in today. 1-1 pitch from Rispoli. Breaking ball, slider down and in. And Taylor caught swinging on it. And now there's 2 strikes. 1-2 the count to Taylor. Does have a pretty high strikeout percentage. He struck out 14 times in 26 at-bats. More than half of his outs are strikeouts. We'll look to protect here on 1 and 2. Traff leading from second, Proctor from first. The pitch, and there is the strikeout. Rispoli has that slider working early on. Got Taylor swinging. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 3 overall. and it retires the side in the second. Bottom of the second, 4, 5, 6 due up for the Jackrabbits when we come back in just a minute on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Pittsburgh Radio, bottom of the second inning. Pittsburghers have put the 2-out man on twice in consecutive innings, but not able to break through yet. So it's scoreless as we end off for the Jackrabbits. First pitch from Tinsley downstairs. Tinsley worked a 1-2-3, bottom of the first inning. Did give up a couple hard hits, back-to-back line drives from Dylan Dennis and Chase Mydroth, but no harm done as they landed right in the glove of the outfielders. Spillane grounded to short. Younger makes the play, throws across to Chris Monroe just in time to get the first out of the inning. Younger is starting to come around as the shortstop. He and Trafficante will split some time over there as Trafficante usually plays shortstop, but today at third base. That ball deep to left at the wall, and it is gone just over the 330 sign and left. Just fair. And Michael Snyder hits a solo home run in the bottom of the second inning to put the Kokomo Jackrabbits on top in the bottom of the second inning, up 1-0. That's all it's going to take for a right-handed hitter today. You don't even have to square it up all the way. You just have to get it well enough and get it airborne, and the wind will pretty much take care of the rest. First pitch to Martin Vincelli-Simard, swung on and missed. Second pitch, nice one. Fastball on the outside corner. Vincelli-Simard hitting just 194 on the season. A guy that Tinsley can attack and get for the second out. Tinsley and Vincelli Simard both play at Sacramento State. Two-two pitch just off the plate. 3 straight balls thrown by Tinsley after working ahead. 0-2, and now the count's full. Payoff pitch to Vincelli Simard coming. The windup and the pitch. Downstairs. Tinsley had Vincelli Simard right where he wanted him. Down 0-2 in the count. Issued 4 consecutive balls, and Simard didn't even have to move the bat off the shoulder as he works a walk. So Vincelli Simard wins the battle of teammates there, and Ben Lavorsi now will bat. First pitch, breaking ball, right down the middle for a strike. Lavorsi from Minnesota, Minnetonka. Swings at a high fastball, comes up empty, down 0-2 in the count. Lavorsi is a senior at MSU Mankato. He'll have 1 season of eligibility left. 0-2 from Tinsley, breaking ball just off the plate, 1-2 to count now. Another 1-2 outside again. 2-2 count, evens up. Tinsley giving up another run early. And that's really bitten him this year as he's given up a lot of runs early on in the game. But he does get a strikeout there. Ben Lavorsi swings through a fastball for the second out of the inning and the first strikeout on the day for Ryland Tinsley. But Tinsley, one of the reasons why he hasn't gone into or beyond a 5th inning, his longest start, 4 1/3, is because he gets into trouble early on. First pitch, fastball to Chris Santiago, the designated hitter for Kokomo today. Tinsley trying to work around the leadoff walk, or not the leadoff walk, the 1-out walk to Vincelli Simard, following a solo home run. Trying to bounce back and get out of the inning with 2 straight outs. Foul ball from Santiago, and Tinsley is a strike away from getting out of the inning here. The flags blowing pretty strongly out towards left field, and is why Michael Snyder was able to lift one out of here. Has Kokomo up 1-0. 1-2 pitch from Tinsley, and another swinging strikeout. Got Chris Santiago swinging. Back-to-back Ks for Tinsley. But the Jackrabbits strike first in this ballgame. A solo home run from Michael Snyder has the Pittsburghers down 1-0 through 2 innings of play. Be right back for the 3rd inning on Pittsburgh Radio. back for the third inning of play here in Kokomo, Indiana at Kokomo Municipal Stadium. The Jackrabbits struck first. Last inning, a solo home run just over the left field wall has Pittsburghers playing from behind in this ball game as they will start this inning with the leadoff hitter, Zeb Rouse. Rouse struck out his last time on a check swing. Umpire ruled he went around on a 3-2 pitch, and so rather than walking to start the game, he struck out. First pitch he sees downstairs. And another one downstairs, 2-0 count to Zeb Rouse. Rouse looking for his first hit in 6 games. Trying to get it here in Kokomo. Swings at the 2-0, pops it up. Might be in play behind home plate, and it is in play. Second time a Pittsburgher has popped out to the catcher, Ben Lavorsi, and there's one away. Mario Camilletti now, second baseman from Central Michigan University, will bat. Camilletti has his on-base percentage over .500, only 3 for 18 hitting to start the season. But he is a walk machine in 7 games, 14 walks. That's 2 walks per game. Down quickly in the count, 0-2 to Nick Rispoli. First pitch fastball was in for a strike. Second pitch, he just came at him with a breaking ball. And Camilletti will have to protect the plate now. Rispoli looking for 2 straight outs to start the third. Won't get it on that pitch. It's a high fastball. Camilletti not someone that strikes out often, only 3 strikeouts to his 14 walks. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball chopped to the first baseman, and an easy play there by Vincelli Samard as he just steps on it himself, 2 away. Tito Flores now, left fielder from Michigan University, is in with 2 away in the inning. Last time he came up with 2 outs. He hit a ground ball up the middle to give him a single, first hit of the day. He checks his swing on the first pitch slider. Does not go. Ball 1. Flores and Camilletti played against each other not too long ago as his Michigan Wolverines played Camilletti's Central Michigan Chippewas in the NCAA baseball tournament in the South Bend Regional. Tito's Wolverines fell in that game and were eliminated, although in that game Tito Flores had 2 hits, including a home run. Gets under that one, pops it up left side, and it's going to go out of play down the third base side. Pittsburghers getting under some pitches as they've already popped out twice to the catcher. Have a pair of flyouts, some strikeouts, only 1 out recorded on the ground. Flores, deep drive, Left center field. But under it and making the catch is the left fielder, Luke Spillane. Tito's got to get that ball more down the line, and it has a chance. But instead, it's a 1-2-3 frame for the Jackrabbits. First for Rispoli. Gets his team up, back at the plate rather quickly. And the 9-hole hitter will start before going to the top. Be back in just a minute on Pitts Bitter Radio. Ryland Tinsley is back on the hill for his third inning of work. Down 1-0 to the Kokomo Jackrabbits. Gavin Grant, the second baseman, leading off. Grounds that one left side. Trafficante can't get it. Younger can. And his throw nowhere near in time as Grant will reach with a leadoff single. Would have been a tough play for Trafficante to make. It was a little beyond his reach. Younger had to backhand it and try to make a long throw in the hole, but didn't have the strength to get it there. So Grant will single to start things in the third inning. And now back to the top of the order, and Jacob Marcy. Marcy flew out to Cruz Taylor in center the last time he was up. Lines that one left center field. Tito Flores coming on, and he can't make the catch. And turning, going to third is Gavin Grant, and going to second is Jacob Marcy. Good base running for the Jackrabbits as the ball dropped in front of Tito Flores and took a tough hop, bounced off his chest. Grant got a good read, went to third. Marcy took second, and the Jackrabbits in business to start off the bottom of the third inning. Third and second, nobody out for Kokomo. And Dylan Dennis is at the plate. First pitch from Tinsley, not sure where that one missed. It's a ball. Dennis lined out hard to Flores his last time up in the first inning. Similar line drive that Marcy just had, but Dennis is held up for just a little longer. Fastball in for a strike. 1-1. Count evens up. Dylan Dennis hitting a little below 300 in the 280s. 1-1 pitch, Tinsley. Fastball on the corner. Strike 2. Strikeout would be huge here as it would hold the runners right where they are. Already trailing 1-0. In jeopardy of giving up another run or two with 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. And infield is not playing in, so a ground ball would do the trick. Well, a 3-run home run might do the trick as well. That ball is deep, and it is gone. Dylan Dennis with his first home run on the season. Second in the game for Kokomo, and they lead 4-0 early. Just knew that one was gone right off the bat. Especially with the way the wind's blowing. Said it when the game started. This wind and this ballpark gonna fare the right-handed hitters, and Kokomo is making the most of it. 4-0 lead. Chase Mydroth is back to the plate, lined out to right his last time up. Watches the first pitch strike. Breaking ball up the middle. Camilletti, though, is there. Makes the play. Throws to Monroe in time for out number 1. Three straight hits to start inning number 3. Single, double, home run. And the Jackrabbits lead 4-0. Luke Spillane in again, grounded out to Trey Younger over at short, his first time around. Spillane, the left fielder today for Kokomo, watches a fastball right across the knees from Tinsley. Tinsley in more trouble. That ball lifted left field. Taylor and Flores converge. Flores makes the play, calls off the center fielder for the out. Four starts for Tinsley, and it's the 4th time he's given up at least 3 earned runs, and he has given up 4 earned runs or more in 3 of those 4 starts. Not quite able to figure it out, but in a 72-game season, it's still fairly early, not even to the third of the way through the season. Foul ball by Michael Snyder. Snyder homered his first at-bat, got the scoring started in the second. Snyder, a Pac-12 guy, a Husky from Washington University. Watches another pitch in the zone. 1-2. Tinsley can get out of this inning with a strike right here. Got back-to-back strikeouts to end the second inning. Looking for his 3rd in the game. The pitch, outside corner, and it got Snyder looking. 3rd strikeout of the game for Ryland Tinsley, but more damage caused by Kokomo. 2nd home run was a big one. 3 runs, and the Jackrabbits lead 4-0 through 3. Back in just a minute on Pittsburgh Radio. Three innings have come and gone, and the Traverse City Pittsburghers trail the Kokomo Jackrabbits by a score of 4-0. Chris Monroe, the first baseman, is up at the plate to lead things off in the fourth. Swings and misses at a first pitch breaking ball in the dirt. Monroe got under one, popped out in foul territory to the catcher, Ben Lavorsi, his first time up. And another slider in the dirt. Monroe swinging through it again, down 0-2. Kokomo using the wind strongly to their advantage. 2 home runs in the first 3 innings. 1 in back-to-back innings has them up 4-0. Early lead for the starter, Nick Rispoli. 0-2 pitch to Monroe. 3 straight sliders, and Monroe swings through all 3 of them for the first out. They'll bring in Miles Symington, the right fielder. Symington struck out his first time up. Also on a ball in the dirt, Rispoli has the strikeout pitch working. Symington fouls one straight back. Oh, 0-1 pitch to Symington, outside, just off the plate, 1-1 the count. Rispoli from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is his 5th appearance of the year. And his ERA around 4. Gets Symington popping it up, left side. Shortstop Mydroth called off by the left fielder, Spillane, and he will put it away for out number 2. 6 in a row sat down by Rispoli. First pitch strike to the shortstop, Trey Younger. Yesterday, the Pittsburghers only amounted 2 hits in the loss, and both of those hits belong to the man at the plate, Trey Younger. He singled in the 2nd, and he singled in the 8th. And in between his 2 singles in the 2nd and the 8th, 17 Pittsburghers were sat down in a row. A very long, hitless, and on baseless streak. Yes, that's a way to say that. Where just weren't able to reach. They did put balls in play, but not able to find any holes until Younger shot one into left field. They have 6 in a row sat down today. 2-1 count to Younger. Rispoli pitches that one outside, and it's 3-1 now to Trey Younger. Three-one pitch to the Traverse City shortstop. Hits it into left. Back is Spillane, but he's under it for the catch. Back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings. 7 straight sat down. And 4 scoreless for Nick Rispoli. Back in a minute for the bottom of the 4th on Pittsburgh Radio. Bottom of the fourth from Kokomo Municipal Stadium. Rylan Tinsley is back on the mound for another inning of work, looking to bounce back after allowing a 3-run homer his last time out. 4-0, the lead in favor of the Jackrabbits. Tinsley will start his fourth inning facing his college teammate, Martin Vincelli-Simard. First pitch, ball. Tinsley had Simard down 0-2 the last time he was up, but proceeded to throw 4 consecutive balls as Vincelli-Simard walked down to first. No damage done, though. He struck the next 2 guys out to end the second. And that one got a piece of him, and Vincelli-Simard on base for the second time tonight. The catcher, Ben Lavorsi, in now, and he was the first strikeout victim for Rylan Tinsley on the night. And Tinsley allowing a leadoff base runner will have to work around it as he faces the bottom of the order. And that one also hitting Lavorsi. Back-to-back hit by pitches to start the bottom of the fourth. Jackrabbits in business once again. Chris Santiago is in now. He's the designated hitter. Just like Lavorsi, struck out his first time up. And Tinsley will look for a similar result to his first at-bat and get another one as for the second inning in a row. Tinsley allows multiple base runners with nobody out. Showing bunt, pulls back, strike though, right down the middle. Kokomo already leading 4-0. Santiago might be trying to bunt over the runners to try and get some insurance. Isn't showing bunt here as Tinsley just steps off, takes a look at the runner on second. Pitch here to Santiago is right there on the inside corner. Fastball for strike number 2. There is an arm in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Looks like Anthony Ramirez starting to stretch and get loose. Looks like he'll be first man up out of the pen tonight. 1-2 pitch to Santiago. Tinsley looks at the runner, deals, breaking ball, down the line, foul. Tinsley trying to get strikeout number 4, trying to keep those runners put and get the first out of the inning with a strikeout here. Another 1-2 to Santiago. Breaking ball, shot deep, right side, but it's going to get out of play. Kokomo with 4 hits through the first 3+ innings here in the fourth. Entered the game 5th in batting average, hitting .263 in the Northwoods League. Outside corner, ooh, just off, and the count evens 2-2. Although they are 11 spots higher than Traverse City in batting average, Traverse City actually has a better on-base percentage. And that's due to all the walks. 2-2 pitch from Tinsley. On its way, Santiago swings down the line. Ooh, just foul. would have been extra bases and easily would have scored at least one runner had it been fair, but it was about a foot foul. And the at-bat will continue. Santiago, not one of the best hitters on the team, hitting just over 200. Shoots that one the other way. Symington going to get under it. Let's see if the runner tests the arm. Catch is made, and the runner will stay put. Throw cut off by Trey Younger. One away. Bottom of the order now. 9-hole hitter for the Jackrabbits. Gavin Grant, he singled his last time and scored on that 3-run homer. Leads the team in batting average, but he's only played in 5 games, this being his 6th, so it's a tiny sample size. Isn't technically a qualifier to lead in that category, but he does have 8 hits in his first 16 trips to the plate. Shows bunt and bunts it foul down the first base side. With 8 hits, only one of them an extra base hit. Gavin Grant really works his way on with a lot of singles. Shoots one foul off the right side, and it's quickly an 0-2 count to Gavin Grant. Tinsley already in trouble, gave up 4 runs already. Hit the first 2 batters of this inning, and then did get Santiago to fly out. So there's one away, 0-2 pitch on its way, just outside, and it's 1-2. Gavin Grant's last game, he was 2 for 4 a couple days ago against the Rockford Rivets. 1-2. Inside, Proctor can't block it, and the runners are going to advance 90 feet. Wild pitch from Ryland Tinsley. And now all it's going to take is a ball put on the ground or deep enough in the air to score another run. Another RBI chance for Grant. Another RBI chance for the Jackrabbits. 2-2 pitch. Pops it up. Proctor moving over, but it's just out of play off of the screen separating the field from the stands. If that was extended just about 2 or 3 feet, Proctor would have had the room to make the play for the out. Instead, the at-bat is going to continue for Gavin Grant. A pop-up like that or a strikeout would be huge right here. Keep those runners where they're at. Don't allow them to move up. Another 2-2 pitch coming. Tinsley set. Deals. Breaking ball. Outside. Full count. Third and second. 1 out. Grant at the plate. Full count pitch with 1 away coming up. Here it is. It's popped up. Not very deep, just beyond second. Trey Younger, the shortstop, is out, and he'll make the catch, and that's going to hold the runners. Good pitching from Tinsley to work a shallow pop fly, and he can get out of it with an out to the leadoff batter, Jacob Marcy. Marcy flew out in the first, doubled in the third. From Central Michigan, teammates with the Pittsburgh second baseman, Mario Camilletti. Swings the first pitch into center. Cruz Taylor will make the catch, though. No damage done. Tinsley works out of trouble. and doesn't allow a run for the first time since the first inning. 4-0 though, still the lead after 4 innings of play. We'll be right back for more baseball on Pittsburgh Radio. Back for the top of the 5th inning here on Pittsburgh Radio. Scoreless frame pitched by Ryland Tinsley, and it has the bottom part of the Pittsburgh lineup up to the plate in the top of the 5th. The third baseman, Camden Traficante, will lead off. First pitch swinging up the middle, second baseman fields it on a hop, makes the throw in time to Vincelli Samard, out number 1. That'll bring in the Pittsburgh catcher, Adam Proctor. Proctor walked in the second. Was the last Pittsburgher to reach base before 8 in a row have been sat down by Nick Rispoli. That pitch on the outside corner, first strike to Proctor. Rispoli looking to make it back-to-back days. The Pittsburghers have gone down in order at any point during the game. Swinging strike from Proctor, 0-2 the count. See what Rispoli deals here. High fastball out of the zone. Proctor walked his last time up with 2 outs in the inning and was stranded there. Looking to reach again in the 5th. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back outs recorded by Rispoli. And that is 9 consecutive sat down. A full trip through the lineup without a base runner. Looking to make it 10 in a row. Rispoli will face Cruz Taylor, the 9-hole hitter for the Pittsburghers. First pitch, fastball low in the dirt. Taylor struck out his first time up. overall, it's his fourth consecutive at bat with the strikeout, as that one's on the outside corner. Strike one, 1-1 the count. 2 away in the inning. Anthony Ramirez throwing Foley in the pen. Pitch. Taylor gives that one a pretty good ride out to right field, but again, with the way the wind's playing, that ball is just going to die out there and right, and it's going to be caught by Dylan Dennis. If a right-hander has that type of hit, I think it leaves the yard. Not a lefty, at least not with the way the wind's playing today. Another 1-2-3 inning for Rispoli, and it's 10 in a row sat down. Be back for the bottom of the fifth in just a minute on Pittsburgh Radio. Back for the bottom of the fifth inning, Dylan Dennis is going to lead things off for Kokomo. Grounded to third, Traficante makes the shoestring play and throw across in time for the first out. Ryland Tinsley is still on the mound for Traverse City. He has just matched his longest start of the season, going 4 1/3. I can see Josh Rebound on the top step of the dugout, and I'm sure he's going to pounce and make a pitching change at the first sign of trouble. Anthony Ramirez should be warm for Traverse City. He's been throwing for the last inning or so. First pitch to Chase Mydroth, a ball. Second pitch, Mydroth shows bunt and slider nowhere near the zone. 2-0 now the count. 4-0 lead, the result of 2 separate swings. Solo homer in the second, 3-run homer in the third. Tinsley scoreless in the fourth, back to work in the fifth. The 2-0 pitch on the outside corner, nice pitch for a strike. Tinsley trying to go 5 innings for the first time all season long. And Mydroth will line a single through the left side. 1 out hit, 1 out base runner for the Jackrabbits. Their 5th hit on the ball game. They've had 2 singles, a double, 2 home runs. They've also had batters reach 1 via a walk, 2 by a hit by pitch. They've had 8 total on base. And on the other side of things, just 3 base runners for Traverse City, 2 hits and a walk. And they've gone down in order 10 in a row. First pitch strike to Luke Spillane. He's over 2. One of the few guys not to reach yet. Grounded out and flew out so far. Outside fastball. Evens the count. 1-1 now. Tinsley trying to work around another base runner. Nice pitch. Got a good swing and a miss from Luke Spillane. He's ahead 1-2 in the count. Tinsley, after allowing the home run in the second and the third, had runners on third and second with 1 out last inning and was able to work around it. Got a fly out, or a pop out to shallow center as Chris Monroe makes a nice running catch on a ball in foul territory for the second out, getting Luke Spillane out on the pop-up. But Tinsley was able to avoid trouble as he, with runners on first and second, he got a fly out, held the runners there. And then a wild pitch moved in the third and second, got a pop-up to shallow center. Trey Younger caught it, and then a fly out to Cruz Taylor to end the inning. So he worked out of trouble. Looked fine the last inning. Looks pretty good here too, just a 1 single. Little slow dribbler. And it's going to go foul. Interesting spin on that ball. It was dribbled about 10 feet down the first baseline. It landed fair, but then had some gnarly backspin and it kicked into foul territory. And Snyder had to jump over the ball so it didn't hit him in fair territory, or else he would have been called out. Snyder struck out his last time, but he homered in the second, and it got the scoring started. Down 0-1. Runner leaning from first. Tinsley looks. Runner goes. Pitch outside Proctor's throw. Not in time. Little high off the bag. And a stolen base for Chase Mydroth. It's Mydroth's 3rd stolen base of the season. He's a perfect 3 for 3. Hasn't been caught yet. Pitch is lined foul, right side. So Tinsley a strike away from getting out of another jam with a runner in scoring position. He did it last inning. Can he do it again? Looking to add on to the Kokomo lead, but Tinsley looking to retire the side. 1-2. No, he'll just look the runner back at second. Back on the mound, Mydroth leading from second, getting a good lead. Snyder at the plate. Here's the 1-2. Snyder into center. No problem for Cruz Taylor. Under it. And the catch for the 3rd out. 5 innings in the books. 4-0 the lead for Kokomo. The top of the order, though, coming up for the Pittsbitters when we return in just a second on Pittsbitter Radio. back for the top of the 6th inning here on Pit Spitter Radio. Pit Spitters are trailing 4-0, but they have the top of their lineup set to go to start the 6th. Zeb Rouse, the designated hitter. First pitch from Rispoli, and it got Zeb Rouse right on the back, and that's the first base runner to reach since the 2nd inning. And I'm sure Rouse will take it. Any way to reach when you got a guy on the mound dealing the way he is, retired 10 in a row, and finally breaking through, getting someone on base. That'll bring in Mario Camilletti, second baseman from Central Michigan, 0 for 2. He's flown out and he's grounded out. Only 2 hits in the game for Traverse City against Rispoli. Both of them came with 2 outs, 1 in the first, 1 in the second. First pitch strike to Camilletti, breaking ball. Rouse leading from first. Camilletti in the box. Rispoli takes a look at him. Waits on the mound for a minute and deals. High fastball out of the zone, ball 1. Shouldn't be a play on for the Pit Spitters if I read the signs correctly. I think I got the signs. I was at the practice when they put together the signs. I think I know what's going on. Pick over. Got caught trying to say pick off and pick over. Rouse, though, back safely. Camilletti in the box. 1-1 count to the Pit Spitter infielder. Another pick over. Rouse back safely. Vincelli Simard had to pick that one, and actually a balk was called on the pitcher, Rispoli. That's the 3rd game in a row that the Pit Spitters have been involved with balks. It was the Kenosha starter a couple days ago who the only 2 runs given up, or yesterday, my mistake. Yesterday, Trent Terzenski, he balked 2 runners across the bases in the 1st inning. It was the only runs that the Pit Spitters scored in the game. Flores walked to lead off the bottom of the 1st. Camilletti walked as well. And then he balked through a wild pitch. He balked twice in the inning, actually. And that resulted in 2 Pit Spitter runs. 2-1 pitch to Camilletti. Rouse off, and he had a fantastic jump. He'll take third without a throw. Ball was a strike to Camilletti, so it's... Thought it was a called strike. It is 2-2. But Tito walked, and then Terzenski balked him over to second, and then after Camilletti walked, first and second, a wild pitch moved the runners to third and second, and then a balk scored Flores. 2-2 to Camilletti. He will foul it off, stay alive. Then later in that game, there was a balk called on Cam Schulke, and that was in the 8th inning, and that's when Josh Rebant got kicked out of the game. And now today, a balk there. So a lot of balks being called recently involving Traverse City. And it's always on the pickoff too. Another 2-2 pitch to Camilletti. And he'll take it downstairs. Full count now. He's a ball away from working his signature walk. He's got one every game he's played this season. He has 7 of them, or 7 consecutive games. He has 14 walks, 2 per game. On-base machine. Did it at Central Michigan. His on-base was over 500. Payoff pitch to him, and he just barely got a piece of it to stay alive. Camilletti will be followed by Tito Flores and Chris Monroe, looking to score Zeb Rouse from third base. No one out in the inning, so a couple chances here to do something. Rispoli going from the windup. A lot of pitchers do that. Full count again. Ball lined up the middle. It's going to drop. It's going to be an RBI single for Mario Camilletti. And the Pittsburghers are on the board. It's now 4-1. Good at bat from Camilletti. He doesn't just get walks. He knows how to hit as well. Worked the count full and just sent a liner right up the middle. Jacob Marcy tried to deke out Rouse and act like he was going to catch it, but Rouse recognized it and able to score. First run of the game for Traverse City. It's 4-1. And now in is Tito Flores. He himself has a single in this game. He singled in the first with 2 outs. Was left stranded. First earned run given up in the game by Rispoli. Pittsburghers trying to climb back into it. They're down 3 still. Back pick. And Camilletti just in, back safely. A nice play by Ben Lavorsi. Almost got Camilletti. Almost caught him over there, but he is back in time. Not sure the fans were in agreement, but that's definitely the right call. He was back safely. Pitch was a ball as well, so it's 1-0. 1-0 pitch, breaking ball. Got the inside corner for strike number 1. Flores, his last at-bat, lined out, or flew out to the left fielder. It was a deep ball in the left center, but wrong part of the park. If it was more down the line, I think it would have left. Holds his swing, ball in the dirt. Camilletti holds. 2-1 count, hitter's count to Tito Flores. Rebound given signs. I'm going to pick up this sign right here. Don't want to give anything away and say, oh, the steal is on, bunt's on, etc. For people, for any spies out there. 2-1 pitch, Tito swinging. It's fouled straight back, and it's going to get into the seats. And it will not be the third catcher pop-up. Now a 2-2 count, even count to Tito Flores. As the Pittsburghers look to come back, down 3. Flores will have to reach to bring the tying run up. In the later innings here, already the top of the 6th. Game's going by pretty quickly. Rispoli checks on Camilletti. 2-2. Deals. And it's outside. Full count to Tito Flores. Back-to-back batters that have worked a full count against Nick Rispoli. See what he comes with here. He came at Camilletti with a fastball, and Camilletti was all over it, lining to center. See if he tries a slider to get Flores off balanced. Full count pitch. And it is a fastball, but it's low in the dirt, and that's going to move Camilletti to second on the walk to Tito Flores. Two runners on now for Traverse City. It's going to bring a mound visit for Kokomo, and I think they're going to the bullpen. Looks like a pitcher is making his way out from the pen, and the manager will get the ball. So Nick Rispoli will leave the game here in the 6th with a 4-1 lead. I'll get information on the pitcher when I come back, just about a minute, here on Pittsburgh Radio. Back with the new pitcher on Pittsburgh Radio. It's number 23, Adam Christopher. Christopher's making his 5th appearance out of the bullpen. And looking at some previous games, especially his last game, not a bad guy for Traverse City to try and mount a comeback off of. His last outing against Rockford 2 days ago on Monday, he faced 5 batters, failed to record a single out, and gave up 4 runs. A guy that Traverse City should be able to handle, and they have a good bat at the plate to face him, Chris Monroe. Runners take off. The throw goes back to second, and the throw is made in time, and they nab Tito Flores. Camilletti got a perfect jump to steal third, but Tito was too far behind, and Lavorsi's throw went there. But with only 1 out, it's just going to take a ball in play to score the second run for Traverse City. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Monroe in this game struggling on the off-speed pitches. He saw 3 sliders his last at-bat, swung and missed on all 3 of them. Down 0-2. Just has to put a ball in play. The pitch in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Lavorsi. Camilletti holds up at third. Definitely seems like that's the recipe for Jackrabbit pitchers, is there's another ball spiked in the dirt, trying to attack Chris Monroe with anything but a fastball, a pitch that he feasts on. 1-2 now. Another breaking ball, and it got him swinging. Two outs now in the inning. So it's going to require a base hit or wild pitch pass ball to bring in the runner from third. Pittsburghers were in business. First and second, nobody out, but that changed in a matter of 4 pitches as Tito Flores was caught stealing second. And Chris Monroe strikes out. So 2 away in the inning for Miles Symington. First pitch was a ball low. Swings at that pitch, little flare, and it's going to drop into shallow left field for a base hit and an RBI for Miles Symington. He brings home Mario Camilletti. The lead is cut in half. It's now 4-2. Both runs charged to Nick Rispoli. So he exits with 2 earned runs. Trey Younger, the shortstop, now in with Symington over at first and 2 outs in the inning. First pitch, fastball just off the outside corner for ball number 1. Christopher checks the runner. Symington takes off. Younger takes a strike. Symington diving, and he's in just ahead of the tag. Close call at second base on a close play, but Symington just beats the throw. And a base hit could potentially make it a 1-run ball game. Pitch was a strike on the outside corner, so it's 1-1 to count to Trey Younger. He did have 2 hits in yesterday's game. 0 for 2 with a flyout and a lineout so far. Another outside pitch, and that in for a strike. Outside corner is really getting called. That pitch looked like it might have even been a little off the plate, but Lucas Colucci, the home plate umpire, given that outside corner to pitchers. 1-2 pitch now to Younger. Breaking ball, chopped short. Play made by Mydroth and throws in time to retire the side. The Pittsburghers do get 2 runs back as they try to mount a comeback. We are through 5.5 innings of play. Bottom of the 6th coming up. 4-2 ball game on Pittsburgh Radio. Back at Kokomo Municipal Stadium as the Pittsburghers struck for 2 runs in the top half of the inning, cut the lead in half, and they will go to the bullpen in the 6th inning and bring in Anthony Ramirez. 7th appearance for Ramirez on the season. That ties him with Evan Gates for the most trips out of the bullpen. He's been very good for Traverse City when they've called his name. First pitch he throws to Martin Vincelli Samard is fouled off. Last time out, pitched 1 scoreless inning in the 8th against the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. A scoreless frame with 2 strikeouts that set up the save for Evan Gates in the 9th. Samard lines out one down the line, and it's just fair into the left field corner. Vincelli Samard will lead off this bottom of the 6th inning with a double. That right there, the 39th double on the season for the Kokomo Jackrabbits. That's the most doubles in the Northwoods League. And for comparison, Traverse City total on the season as a team has 37 extra base hits, doubles, triples, and home runs, and Kokomo has 39 doubles. It's also their 50th extra base hit on the season, 2 doubles and 2 home runs in this game. Now Ramirez has to work around the runner on second. Foul ball shot straight back from Ben Lavorsi. Kokomo entered the game with just 4 home runs, so they've added 2 to their total. Now it's 6. Couple behind Traverse City in total home runs. Little grounder left side. Traficante makes the play, looks the runner back, and makes a throw across for the first out. Good play by Traff to make sure he held Vincelli Samard up at second base. Not allow him to advance to third with less than 2 outs. Bottom of the order here for the Jackrabbits. And the designated hitter, Chris Santiago, is now into the box. Santiago plays his college ball at St. Mary's in California. The Gales. He's 0 for 2 today. He's struck out, and he's flown out. He's just one of 2 Jackrabbits that have not reached base safely in this game. Breaking ball in for a strike. Nice pitch from Anthony Ramirez. Ramirez, his work cut out for him to keep his team, or his ERA on the season at 0. Has not given up an earned run yet. But the leadoff double puts that in jeopardy to lead off the 6th. Did get an out, though, as he faces Santiago. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A nice pitch. Outside corner for a strike. And it's 1-2. Santiago a long way from home. From California as well, from Walnut Creek, and then plays his college ball in California, but he's in Indiana for summer ball. Facing a 1-2 pitch from Ramirez. Here it is. Runner takes off, and the swing is fouled off down the right side. Looked like a little hit and run there with 2 outs in the inning, or 2 strikes. Little makeshift hit and run because you gotta protect the plate with 2 strikes. Another 1-2. See if Vincelli Smart goes again, and Ramirez will lift his leg and turn around just to make sure he stays put. No one holding him on as Camilletti is playing deeper into the hole. There's a pickoff, but Vincelli Smart dives back in safely. Another 1-2 pitch coming from Ramirez. Shot deep, other way. Symington over, and he's not going to be able to make the catch. It's a fair ball, and a runner's going to score. RBI base hit for Chris Santiago, and it gets one of those runs back that Traverse City got in the top half. And their lead now is up to 5-2. First earned run on the season given up by Anthony Ramirez, and it extends the Jackrabbit lead. First pitch to Gavin Grant's a ball inside. Santiago batting .212 entering that at bat. And he gets a hit down the right field line to add on to the Jackrabbit lead. And now Grant, liner to left, that's going to drop for a base hit. Back-to-back hits for the Jackrabbits now, the third in the inning. And Gavin Grant has 9 hits and 18 at-bats this year. He's hitting .500. As the lineup turns over to Jacob Marcy, the leadoff hitter. Ramirez still working. Another arm in the bullpen for Traverse City. First pitch to Marcy. Grounded up the middle. Camilletti flips to second. Younger to first, and the throw gets away from Monroe. It was a high throw. And a run's going to score. Younger had no real shot to get Marcy running down the line. Camilletti made a nice play to flip it to him just to get 1 run. And then Younger threw the ball high on Chris Monroe. And a throw really has to be high to get over the head of Monroe at 6'4". So both runs that Traverse City got in the top half given right back to Kokomo in the bottom half, and their lead is 4 once again. Foul ball, right side, out of play, 0-2 count to Dylan Dennis. Strike away from getting out of the inning. Oh, 2 pitch, 2 outs, runner on first. Here it is, outside. Two runs charged to Anthony Ramirez, only one of them earned. He's given up 3 hits in the inning. trying to get out of it here on the 1-2 pitch. Runner gets a good lead, doesn't go. Pitch blocked in the dirt. Adam Proctor, nice block, keeping the runner at first. 2-2 now the count. Count evens up. Vincelli Simard led off the inning with a double. He came around to score on a Chris Santiago single. Gavin Grant singled as well, and then Jacob Marcy hit a grounder to second. Camilletti flipped to Younger for one, and Younger threw it away and allowed Santiago to score the second run of the inning. 2-2 pitch, 2 outs. Runner might go, stays put, and the pitch outside. Full count, runner will be in motion. Another run unearned for Traverse City. On the season, they rank 86th in runs total given up. That's 86 runs, that's third. And then only 69 of those were earned. Runner goes, payoff pitch, outside corner. Nice pitch from Ramirez to get out of the jam. 2 more runs do score, though. And the Pittsburghers once again trail by 4. It's a 6-2 game. Take a quick break and be right back for the top of the 7th. Seventh inning is getting underway here in Kokomo, and it's another new pitcher for the Jackrabbits. Roger Thomas, the left-hander, will come into the game. First pitch he throws is a ball. Looking like it's the first appearance for Thomas on the season. And there's a strike to Traficante. Traficante batting from the right side now. With the lefty on the hill. Went 1 for 2 from the left side. Turns around now to face the lefty. 1-1 pitch. Grounded right side. Plays made by Grant. Throws in time. 1 away. Traverse City, all season long, yet to lose back-to-back games, and down 6-2 with 8 outs to play with. They're in jeopardy of doing just that. First pitch to Adam Proctor was skipped. 1-0. Here's the second pitch. Fastball's in there. Proctor fouls it back. Proctor walked in the second. He struck out his last time up, swinging on a high fastball. Looking to break out of this little slump he's in and get back on track. Had a very productive batting practice, was looking really sharp, driving the ball the opposite way, trying to play the wind. Watches a fastball right on the inside corner, and now a 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2 from Thomas. And it got Proctor swinging, ball in the dirt, and there's 2 away. The Proctor strikeout will bring in Cruz Taylor, the center fielder, another lefty, back-to-back lefties that Thomas will face from the left side. He was brought in at the perfect time, got good matchups. First pitch to Taylor is a slider, got the zone for strike 1. Multiple Jackrabbits in the bullpen, stretching, getting loose. We'll see when their number's called, as that's another slider in the dirt, swung on and missed for the second strike. Oh and 2 count now to Cruz Taylor. And Thomas is looking for the fourth 1-2-3 inning of the ball game. The 0-2 pitch. Here it is. Another slider chopped back to the mound. He'll make the play, make the flip for the out. 1-2-3 inning. Fourth time the Pittsburghers have gone down in order. And it's time to stretch here at Kokomo Municipal Stadium. Be right back for the bottom of the 7th on Pittsburgh Radio. bottom of the 7th, and that will bring in Chase Mydroth, a 3-hole hitter, shortstop for the Kokomo Jackrabbits. Anthony Ramirez still on the mound for Traverse City, looking to bounce back after a 2-run 6th. After the Pittsburghers broke through and cut the lead in half, Kokomo came right back and doubled it right back to where it was, up 4. Back-to-back sliders from Ramirez miss a little low. Counts 2-0 to Mydroth. He's 1 for 3 in the ball game. Top of the Kokomo lineup, getting it done so far. All 3 hitters at the top of the lineup have a hit. Marcy has a double. Dennis has a homer. Mydroth has a single and a stolen base. Grounder left side. Younger makes a play, but the throw not in time, and it's a base hit for Chase Mydroth, his 2nd of the game. Back-to-back innings that the Jackrabbits have led off with a base runner. And it's the 3rd. Oh, my mistake. The 4th time in 7 innings that they've led off with a base runner. Mydroth already has a stolen base, so Ramirez has to watch him. First swinging pitch, Luke Spillane, right side. Outfield, Camilletti under, makes the catch, 1 away. Ramirez gets Spillane to swing on the first pitch and pop it out to Camilletti. And steps in Michael Snyder. The third baseman is 1 for 3. His 1 hit was a big one. It was a home run. Got the scoring started in the bottom of the 2nd. And the way this game is currently going, Traverse City in danger of losing back-to-back games for the first time on the season. Not only that, they're looking to, we're not looking to, but they are also in jeopardy of extending their streak of losing the opening game of a road series. They have lost the previous 4 road series openers. Not good the first game on the road. Thing is, though, they've always been able to bounce back. They've done that in every series, as they've not lost the second game. Interesting to see how what that means for this series being 4 games. But if they lose tonight, if they don't come back, then that trend will continue. Ramirez gets a strikeout, though, of Michael Snyder, and there are 2 away in the inning. Good news for Traverse City is they have the top of their lineup coming up. So they have a chance. They do have 2 innings left to score 4 runs, and this is not a team that is unaccustomed to scoring a lot of runs in an inning. They have multiple times this year scored 5+. First pitch, ball in the dirt to Martin Vincelli-Simard. Vincelli-Simard has been on base all 3 times tonight. A walk, a hit by pitch, and a double. Has come around to score once. That was his last time up. Mydroth getting a lead from first. Stays put. Vincelli-Simard swings right through that pitch on the outside corner. Count goes to 1-1. Vincelli-Simard, the first baseman for the Jackrabbits. From Quebec, Canada. Spoke French as a kid. and then experienced, I guess, what you could call some culture shock as he, when he got older, went to an all English speaking school as a kid that had only spoken French. Mydroth getting a good lead, might steal, doesn't, and another swing and a miss on the outside corner from Martin Vincelli-Simard. Ramirez is locating that pitch nicely outside and keeping Vincelli-Simard from catching up with it and putting it in play. And he's a strike away from getting out of the inning. 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. Ramirez gets set, and the pitch is high, so it's a full count with 2 outs. That means Mydroth will be moving on the pitch. No one else throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen, at least currently. Here's the payoff pitch. Mydroth goes, and it's a ball just outside. It might have been a little low as well, but it's going to put 2 on with 2 outs now for Ben Lavorsi, the catcher. Simard continues to get on base. 4th time he's been on, all 4 times. 2 walks, hit by pitch, and a double. Lavorsi is hitless, though, 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch in the 4th, back-to-back with Vincelli-Simard. Struck out his first time, grounded out last time up. 2 outs in the inning. Ramirez looking to get out of it. First pitch is inside for a ball. There are a few guys at least stretching in the Pittsburgh bullpen, but nothing too serious, not like they're ready to come in, so Ramirez will be tasked with finishing this frame. 1-0 pitch in the zone, grounder, nice diving play. Chris Monroe flips to Ramirez, covering the bag. What a play from the big man. Diesel with a nice play. And the Pittsburghers are out of the inning. No more runs given up. 7 innings we have played here in Kokomo, and the top of the 8th and the top of the order is coming up next on Pittsburgh Radio. Eighth inning is getting started, and there's another new pitcher on the mound for the Kokomo Jackrabbits. It's the 3rd consecutive inning that Kokomo's gone to a new pitcher after the starter, Rispoli, went 5 innings. Adam Christopher tossed 1, and Roger Thomas tossed 1. Now Max McKee in to throw at least 1. Gets Zeb Rouse, swing at the first pitch, pops it up, and throws his bat towards the dugout on the right side, clearly frustrated and upset with the result of his plate appearances today. He's going to go 0 for 3 with a strikeout and 2 pop-outs. 1 out for Mario Camilletti. Camilletti 1 for 3, singled, home run his last time up, and then came around to score. First pitch to him is a ball. Second pitch finds his own right down the middle. Max McKee 2-2 on the season. He's already faced Pitts bitters once this year. His very first appearance was on June 1st, and it was a loss. He pitched 4 innings, 5 hits, gave up 2 runs, and that was the difference in a 3-1 ball game. Speaking of 3-1, 3-1 count to Mario Camilletti. Looking for a ball here. He can extend that walk streak of his, and it's inside. And Camilletti walks. And Camilletti takes the turn to second. The throw down, not in time. It's a 2-base walk for Mario Camilletti. That's why you hustle, kids. What a play from Camilletti. The pitch was inside, got away from the catcher Lavorsi, went to the backstop. He couldn't find it, so Camilletti hustled down to first and took the turn and took second base. And he turned a walk into 2 bags. Camilletti having what, in my eyes, is the best all-around performance at the plate this game. And he has himself in scoring position with his team down 4, trying to spark a rally here as Tito Flores watches a first pitch strike in the zone. Tito's been on base twice. He singled in the first, and last time up he walked. 1 for 2 on the day. Second pitch blocked in the dirt by Lavorsi. Camilletti holding up over at second. McKee getting the sign, checks Camilletti, deals, Flores holds, another ball in the dirt, and another good block by Ben Lavorsi. Keeping Camilletti from advancing 90 more feet and getting into a better position to score. Right now, it would take a base hit. If he was at third, it would just take a ball in play. 2-1 count. Hitter's count to Tito Flores. Pitch. That one gets away from Lavorsi. Camilletti taking third, in without a throw. 3 straight pitches in the dirt, and finally one skips away from the Kokomo catcher. And it's got Camilletti over at third. And that's why the hustle on the walk is that much more important, because he would have been at second on that pitch. Instead, he's at third. And all it's going to take is a ball in play to score him. 3-1 to Tito. And he watches one outside. It's another walk. Back-to-back walks issued by Max McKee, and his catcher, Ben Lavorsi, is going to go have a quick talk with him. As a dangerous hitter, Chris Monroe's coming up. Still a 4-run game, so Monroe's would have to reach to bring the potential tying run up to the plate. Monroe's hitless today, 0 for 3. Popped out to the catcher in the first, has struck out his last 2 at-bats, but maybe that diving play to end the 7th can spark something here offensively. You know what they say, defense turns into offense. See if that's the case here, as the Pitts bitters have runners on the corners, 1 away in the top of the 8th inning. First pitch to Monroe is right in the zone for a strike. Runners hold. Sometimes you'll see a runner on first, steals second to try and draw a throw from the catcher to try and score the guy in third. But last time Tito stole, he was caught stealing by Lavorsi. 0-1 pitch now to Monroe. Is chopped foul off of his own foot, and he's behind, down 2 strikes again, 0-2. Kobe Griner throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Looks like he'll be coming into the game probably to start the bottom of the 8th, as Ramirez has pitched 2 innings. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Monroe. High fastball, and the back pick down to first, not in time. Tito Flores diving back safely. You would think, looking at the numbers, in a 6-2 game, 8 hits for one team, 4 for the other, you'd think that the 2 runs would be for Kokomo. As the Pittsburghers come in this game with the much better pitching staff, 4th in ERA to Kokomo's 13th, 5th in WHIP to Kokomo's 12th, but not the case today. Kokomo, the better staff, at least up to this point. 2-2 count to Chris Monroe. See what McKee comes at him with. Brings another slider. 3 straight strikeouts for Chris Monroe. All on off-speed breaking balls, and there are 2 outs in the inning. Last time Miles Symington came to the plate with 2 outs and a runner aboard, he came through and knocked in Camilletti, and he will look to do it again. Runners on the corners, 2 outs in the top of the 8th. First pitch on the inside corner. Symington thought it was high. I can't speak on that. Can't see the height of pitches from up in the press box. I can't see the plate. It was on the inside corner, but might have been high. I'm going to stick with I'll trust my guy on this one. Next pitch popped up. Lavorsi looking for his 3rd infield pop-up. No, actually, it's a 3rd baseman. Michael Snyder will put it away. Pittsburghers get a runner on 3rd with just 1 out, but they can't bring him home. And they still trail 6-2. Going to the bottom of the 8th when we come back on Pittsburgh Radio. Bottom of the 8th here on Pittsburgh Radio. The Jackrabbits leading the Pittsburghers by a score of 6-2. Pittsburghers not able to capitalize on their chance that last inning, and they leave 2 stranded. That ball hit deep to left, not deep enough. Tito Flores under it and makes the play for the first out. That was Chris Santiago, who just lined out to Flores. Pittsburghers will have one last chance, 3 outs to work with when they come up in the top of the ninth to try and come back, or they'll lose their 5th consecutive road opener. First pitch to Gavin Grant. Upstairs, Grant 2 for 3 today. 2 singles. And 1 run scored. Team leader in average, though not officially because doesn't have the at-bats to qualify as a leader. That ball goes over the head of Gavin Grant, and it's a 2-1 count. Again, you look at the stats, and you think that the opposite teams that these teams are doing the opposite today. Because Kokomo on the season has given up 132 runs. Traverse City just about 50 less than that, 45 actually, 86. I was looking at their walks, 86, so 46 less. As Grant shoots that to center, caught by Taylor for the second out. So you just look at it and you're thinking, well, all right, the Jackrabbits give up a lot of runs. The Pittsburghers actually give up the 3rd least runs in the league. But back-to-back games that they've given up at least 6. Giving up 6 tonight. Same score as last night, where they lost 6-2 to Kenosha. As the first pitch strike is in there to leadoff hitter Jacob Marcy. Marcy on the day is 1 for 4, 2 flyouts, a fielder's choice, reached his last time up, and he has a double. Came around to score on that double as well. Swings at a nice breaking ball from Anthony Ramirez, still on his 3rd inning of relief. So it looks like Kobe Griner will not pitch after all, unless something hectic happens here with 2 outs in this inning. Looking for a quick 1-2-3, get his team up in the top part, try to get a rally going. The pitch. Way upstairs. Proctor couldn't even get up there to catch it. Goes back to the screen. See if he can get out of it here. 1-2 pitch now to Marcy. And it is chopped foul down the right side. 8 hits for Kokomo to Traverse City's 4. 6 runs for Kokomo to Traverse City's 2. And Traverse City has 2 errors in the game. Kokomo was 0. Again, Traverse City just getting outplayed after a long bus ride. 1-2. Fouled off again. Their first road trip of the season. They went to 3 places. They started in Kenosha. They lost that game 10-3. Then they bounced back with a 14-7 victory. Then they went to Madison. They lost that first game 5-4. They won the next game, again, I think 13-7. As Traficante catches that one in foul territory, inning over. Then they went to Battle Creek. They lost the first game, I believe 10-5. Didn't finish the second game because of rain, but they were up 5-0 when it was called. And then they went to Kalamazoo, lost game 1 2-0, and then came back, won the second game. I think 7-3, 7-4, but again, they won by a good margin of runs. So just not able to figure out how to come into a game full of energy, full of willingness to play, ready for competition, as they are 3 outs away from dropping a 5th consecutive, all 5 road openers to start their season. And they're going to be on the road against 2 more opponents, Battle Creek and Kenosha. So they're going to have to figure out how to win on travel day. Can't keep losing the first day of a road series and just expect to win the second game and expect to win games at home. You got to expect to win all your games. Got to figure out how to break through. Anyway, new pitcher is on for the Jackrabbits. They're going to the bullpen again after their starter went 5. They've made 3 straight trips to the bullpen. All their pitchers going 1 inning, Christopher, Thomas, and McKee. And so now they're going to bring on a solid reliever who's only given up 1 run on the year through 10 innings pitched, Ryan Beck. Ryan Beck's played ball here in Indiana his whole life from Greenfield, Indiana. And actually plays his college ball on this here very field as he plays for IU Kokomo, the Cougars, in the NAIA. Well, if a rally is going to start, or if it's going to happen, it's going to start here with Trey Younger. Younger, the shortstop, 0 for 3 today. Fly out, line out, and a ground out. 6, 7, 8 here in the 9th for Traverse City. Shoots that one hard down the right side and foul out of play. Part of the lackadaisical play could be in part due to how the road trip got started. As the bus was scheduled to leave at 9, but 2 players who I will not name showed up late to the field and late on the bus. One was 20 minutes late, and the other 53 minutes late. About 52 minutes late. Bus didn't roll out of Turtle Creek Stadium in Traverse City until 9:54 a.m., 54 minutes after its scheduled departure time. So no time to go to the hotel, rest for even a second. Bus had to come straight to the stadium, and the guys had to eat the pregame meal and get dressed for batting practice right away. No time to rest at all. As Younger grounds to short, plays made by Mydroth, and the throw is made for the first out. And not only is all that bad enough, the pregame meal, not that good. It was, I believe, a chicken wrap with lettuce and tomato, and there was some mac and cheese in there as well, and something else. I'm not 100%. I think it was like a salad or something, and then there was a fudge brownie. Not the best pregame meal. I didn't eat it. I put it back. I had press box food. Brats, hot dogs, some waffle fries that were pretty good. But opened the box, looked inside, saw what was in there, closed it, put it back. I can't imagine how any of these guys are playing with that as their meal. Now, it doesn't look like a very energy-packed meal. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see what the post-game meal is after the game. It's a 2-1 count to Cam the Trafficante with 1 away after Younger's ground out. He swings and he shoots that one deep down the left side, but it's out of play. And a 2-2 count, evened it up. This is Beck's 8th appearance. He's pitched 10 innings, only given up 5 hits in those 10 innings, and 10 strikeouts, 1 per inning. Trafficante, grounder, right side. Vincelli Samard makes the play and throw just in time to beat Trafficante. 2 away. Vincelli, Samard, and Grant almost ran into each other on the right side trying to make that play. Would have been beneficial for Traff as he could have reached. Instead, he's out. 2 away for Adam Proctor. He struck out his last 2 times. Eight total strikeouts in the game for Traverse City. And Proctor could be the second player to get a hat trick. He struck out his last 2 times. Pittsburghers need a huge rally here. Down 4 runs, down to their final out. Proctor swings and misses on the 2-0 pitch. Quick look at the division standings. Traverse City, 2.5 games ahead of the Kenosha Kingfish. 3.5 games ahead of the Kokomo Jackrabbits. But with a loss here, that lead will fall to 2.5 and then 1.5 over the Kingfish. Grounder to first, that should do it. Vincelli Smart makes the play. Touches first. Ball game over. The Jackrabbits take game 1 of this 4-game series. Their first win over Traverse City on the year. They were swept when they came to Traverse City last time. Traverse City will fall to 14-8 on the season. The Kingfish will crawl a little bit back in the picture. Now 2 games back. The Jackrabbits 2.5 games back of the first place Pittsburghers. Still in first place though, and that's all that matters. But again, this team's going to have to figure out how to win games on travel day. Can't keep losing the first game of a road trip. So they'll try to figure it out tomorrow when they have a doubleheader against the Kokomo Jackrabbits. So they'll play 2 tomorrow before concluding the series Friday night. Game 1 tomorrow, scheduled for 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Wyatt Rush will make his first start of the season after coming out of the bullpen a couple times, and he will face Cooper Omens, someone that the Pittsburghers are oh so familiar with. And then Jesse Heikkinen will pitch Game 2, facing off against Kyle Wade. I, of course, will be here at 1 o'clock game, so probably 12:50, 55. Start a little bit of pregame, and then have the game here. So that's going to do it for tonight. 6-2 the final. Jackrabbits over the Pittsburghers. And until tomorrow, everyone have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow on Pittsburgh Radio.